Well, the Wisconsin Badgers went to Bahn Arena last weekend and beat Penn State 4-1. The next night fell behind 4-1, but rallied only to lose 5-4. But a good series out east, and now the Badgers return to Bahn Arena to take on Michigan State. I'm Brian Posick, and head coach Tony Granato joins us next on the Badger Hockey Digest.
It's back. The return of the prestigious Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, honoring college sports excellence across all competitive divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow along with L Directors Cup on Twitter or online to see which schools will be taking home a first place trophy in June for their season-long success. Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, a premier institutional award jointly launched in 1993 by USA Today and NACDA.
After every series or every game, I tweet something out that I try to make positive and encouraging. And I was encouraged by the way your team played over the weekend and how there was no quit. I mean, you're shorthanded without Tyler Inamoto. Sam Stang missed game 2 because of an injury. A bunch of guys, Jesper Peltonen as well. You weren't fully healthy, and you're down 4-1 going to the third, and you made a game of it. And to get a split on the road at Penn State, Bahn Arena has been a tough place to play. Generally, you'll take the splits on the road any day. How do you feel about that?
No, I mean, I think like you felt after the game, you're proud of the guys and how they competed and battled. We did dig ourselves a hole in the second game of the series, falling behind. We weren't just sharp to start, and they took advantage of it. They got a couple goals that Cam, for the first time, this season, really, Cam had a tough time with a couple of them, but he was great the night before. I mean, holy cow, was Cam Rowe outstanding the night before. And in this game, he wasn't quite sharp. They took advantage of it, got a lead. And then like you said, we threw everything at him. I thought their goalie probably, even though he gave up 4, was probably the difference in the game. He made some incredible saves. But we just came up a little bit short. But I loved how we competed. Like you said, we were shorthanded on the back end. And it was kind of, we were bragging up, hey, we finally got our team together and we're healthy and everybody's here. And then you get into the second game of the series and your bench, you lose 3 players from the night before. So that's part of hockey. It's certainly, to be a good team, you're going to have to battle through any sort of injury issues or situations like that. And I did like the way we battled. And, I know Penn State, at the end of the game, they were like, wow, we're glad we got through this one, because had that game gone a couple minutes longer, I think it was eventually going to turn our way with how we were playing. So it was a positive weekend. And, we got a little bit longer of a break this week because it was Thursday, Friday games. So we get a couple extra days to let those guys that were banged up rest up, heal up, and hopefully be healthy for this coming weekend against Michigan State.
And I have to say, too, Ty Pelton-Bice has been on a nice roll. He's averaging a point per game for you, and he missed a number of games for various reasons early in the year, but you can see the difference that he can make. And we were talking about Cole and Dillon. They're both first-round draft picks. I think Ty Pelton-Bice is going to have a chance to play professional hockey the way he's been playing for you.
Sure he is. He's a smart player, a really smart player. He uses his teammates extremely well. He scored the big goal to help us get back in the game on Friday. But he's just one of those guys you can put on the ice. You know what you're going to get out of him. Big body down the middle. Like I said, very smart in both ends of the rink. And I think, he missed a lot of time there, and we had that long break over Christmas. I think he's just starting to get his rhythm going. And I think he's one of those guys down the stretch that you'll see continue to produce in big ways to help us as we move forward.
Badgers start the week in 3rd place in the Big Ten. They will play at first place Minnesota next weekend. This weekend, though, Michigan State comes to town. The Spartans are in last place in the conference, coming off a home split with Ohio State. And it's not hard to notice. They don't score a lot of goals. I think in their 14 games, they've scored 2 or less 10 times or 12 times, something like that. Nevertheless, they've got a really good goaltender in Drew DeRitter, who's got a .937 save percentage this season and a .222 goals against average. They're tough to play against. I know Danton Cole, their head coach, was hoping to be a little bit further along this year than last year. But when you play Michigan State, you got to battle for everything you get, don't you?
They're going to be physical. They're going to grind it out. They had a big win to finish their series with Ohio State. So they got a little bit of confidence heading into our rink, but they're looking to get their season, to have a season, or sorry, have a weekend where they can say, okay, this was big for our program. And when you come into our building and you see what we've done this year for them, this is an opportunity that they're going to, focus on making this be a special weekend for them. So we expect them to be good. We know they're, like you said, their goaltender is outstanding. They're going to be physical. They're going to make us, like you said, work for our chances. So the preparation this week is really important. And I think the one thing I give our team credit for is this year, every time we've been challenged, we've stood up and handled it the right way. This is another challenge. You're playing a team at the bottom of the conference, and you can't disrespect them because you know that they are capable of beating anybody. They know that, so our team has been really good at that. And so I'm that'll be the same preparation this weekend as if we were playing Minnesota or Notre Dame or Michigan. We have to be good to win. And again, I'll give our team credit. We've been ready all year, and this will be another test for us.
My thanks to Tony Granato. The Badgers and the Michigan State Spartans face off Friday at 7 o'clock and then Saturday at 3 o'clock. Both games are on the Badgers Sports Network and also on Fox Sports Wisconsin. Again, for Tony Granato, Jay Williams, Paul Capobianco, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.